This is MMA Oddsbreaker. Okay, moving on to the second fight, comes to us from Strikeforce this time on July 14th. Another title fight at stake, and this time it's Luke Rockhold versus Tim Kennedy for the middleweight Strikeforce championship. Now, I'm going to open up Rockhold, the champion, as a decent favorite. He's coming in minus 285. The comeback's going to be plus 215 on the challenger, Tim Kennedy. And let's get Damon's thoughts on this fight first.
I like this fight a lot, but I'm going to stick with the favorite the favorite Luke Rockhold. He's looked phenomenal since he's won the title. I'm not going to lie. When he fought Jacare to win the belt, I didn't think he'd be able to beat Jacare, but he's looked fantastic. This kid's a monstrously huge middleweight. If you've never met him before, he's a big, big kid for 185, and I just think he's going to get better. I like Tim Kennedy a lot, but the problem is Tim's been out for such a long time, and Tim has looked good in some fights and okay in others, and I just expect a better Luke Rockhold to come out here and just dominate this fight. I just think that he's a star on the rise and a guy you got to watch out for. So I got to stick with Luke Rockhold in this one.
Okay, so Damon Martin is going to stick with the champion, Luke Rockhold. It's going to be $14.25 to win $500. Now let's throw it over to Jeremy. Jeremy, is Damon on the right track here?
Yeah, he is. I hate agreeing with Damon as a matter of principle, but I've got to go with the same thing. I think Luke Rockhold, as Damon said, is a giant middleweight. And that doesn't mean that Tim Kennedy's a bad fighter, because Tim Kennedy is a very good middleweight. I just don't believe he's good enough. I think Luke Rockhold is kind of one of the future guys, future top guys in the middleweight division, whether it's in Strikeforce or whether it's in the UFC. So I'm going to take him to beat Tim Kennedy.
Okay, so Jeremy Botter also going $14.25 to win $500 on the champion at minus 285. Both of our experts agree that Rockhold is the side.
That's it for another episode of MMA Oddsbreakers. You can look for the lines that Nick broke right here on the show to start popping up at the sport books throughout this week. And I want to take a moment to thank our special guests. As always, great information from Jeremy Botter and Damon Martin. And of course, Stipe Miocic. Good luck at the UFC, buddy.
Make sure you also check out our new website, MMAOddsbreaker.com, and as always, follow us on Twitter at MMAOddsbreaker. For Miguel Arati, I'm Nick Kalika saying until next time, enjoy the fights.